Hello, what's happening guys? This is Divekant back with another special edition of top budget smartphones for this month, which you can find under 15 to 16,000 rupees. If you have not subscribed, then hit the subscribe button. Also press the bell icon to get notified each time for my next video. Now without any further ado, let's quickly get started. Now as usual guys, let's start from bottom. At number 8 is LG Q6, which is at a price of 14,990 and it comes only in one variant with 3GB of RAM and 32GB of internal storage, which can be expandable up to whopping 2 terabytes. It also supports dual nano SIM card along with SD card at the same time. Here the LG Q6 is first phone at budget price segment, which has exceptionally beautiful design infinity display with great resolution. And as far as the processor is concerned, it has Snapdragon 435, which is a bit older processor to drive that kind of resolution in this phone. The battery in the phone is 3000 mAh, which seems to be little low as compared to huge resolution of the screen. This phone lacks fast charging capability as well. Now as far as the camera is concerned, it has 13 megapixel primary camera and 5 megapixel wide angle front camera, which is not so much impressive but still better than many in this price segment. This phone also includes all major sensors such as e-compass, gyroscope and fingerprint sensor, which is located on its back. So overall it's a nice phone with great display quality. If you are multimedia lover or prefer to watch lots of videos and movies on smartphone, then this phone is just for you. Now the next phone in our list is from Huawei, the Honor 6X. Here the Honor 6X was launched at a higher price with huge price drop, and now it comes at a price of 13,999 with 4GB of RAM and 64GB of internal storage. Here the phone comes with dual camera setup with a combination of 12 megapixel and 2 megapixel face detection autofocus camera and the front camera of 8 megapixel. Here the camera quality is good on this phone. As far as the processor is concerned, it has Huawei's own processor, that is Kharidne 655 octa-core processor. The design of the phone is great. It has DTS audio. The battery in the phone is 3340 mAh, and as far as the display quality is concerned, it has 5.5 inch full HD display with LTPS technology, which gives sharp and great visibility. The phone runs Android 7.0 Nougat out of the box, and it is also equipped with all major kind of sensors including fingerprint sensor, e-compass, but lacks gyroscope. So this is the one of the nice entry level dual camera setup. So if you are looking for a decent phone with good balance between camera and build with normal kind of performance, then this one is great phone to consider. Now at number 6 is Honor 8 Lite. Here the price of the phone is 15,000 rupees. The phone comes with 4GB of RAM and 64GB of internal storage. The Honor 8 Lite is kind of similar to the Honor 8. The display of the phone is 5.2 inch full HD with 2.5D curved edges. It has 8 megapixel selfie camera and the quality is wide and sharp, and on its back it has 12 megapixel sensor with 1.25 micron pixels and a single LED flashlight. It does have face detection autofocus, and you do get pro mode in the camera as well. And as far as the processor is concerned, it has the same processor as the Honor 6X, that is Kharidne 655 octa-core processor. The battery in the phone is 3000 mAh, which easily lasts long for a whole day. And at this price segment, this phone turns out to be one of the best in design aspects. With its all glass panel, it stands out, but at the same time it is prone to breakage as well. Here you also get all major sensors such as gyroscope, compass and fingerprint sensor on its back. So overall great phone to consider with beautiful design as well as the overall decent performance. Now at number 5 is Lenovo Z2 Plus. This one got a huge price drop of about 5,000 rupees. Now it is available at 11,999 with 4GB of RAM and 64GB of internal storage. And this one is the only phone which is powered by Snapdragon 820 processor with 4GB of RAM and 64GB of internal storage. The specification sounds great, and the camera quality of this one is average as compared to the phones with similar price segment, and also lacks fast charging capability. But if you are looking for a budget phone for gaming purpose, then this one won't disappoint you. The performance in this phone is excellent with decent battery. The camera you get is 13 megapixel rear and 8 megapixel front camera. So overall it is a great phone to consider if you are looking for a nice performance centric phone. And the next phone in our list is from Asus. This is the Asus Zenfone 3. This phone was launched at a price of 23,000, which was quite overpriced, and the price came down to the 15,999 with 3GB of RAM and 32GB of internal storage. The second variant of the phone is 4GB and 64GB of internal storage, which is at a price of 16,999. This phone secures its position in the list because of its camera and overall performance. Here the back camera of the Asus Zenfone 3 is 16 megapixel with laser autofocus as well as the 4-axis optical image stabilization, which makes it quite unique at this price segment. Here the display is 5.5-inch Full HD resolution with Corning Gorilla Glass 3 protection. The display of the phone is bright enough for the great outdoor visibility. The processor in the phone is octa-core Snapdragon 625, which is similar to Moto G5 Plus with similar GPU of Adreno 506. This phone is also capable of recording in 4K resolution at 30 fps, and the front camera is 8 megapixel with f2.0 aperture. Here you get USB Type-C port, which is a great thing at this price segment. Now the third phone in our list is Redmi Note 4. This phone comes in 3 different variants. Here the top variant of the phone is 12,999 with 4GB of RAM and 64GB of internal storage. Now this phone was one of the most largest selling smartphone in India because of its excellent performance, dynamic display quality, unibody metal build and great battery backup of huge 1400 mAh. This phone does handle all types of graphic intensive game because of its Snapdragon octa-core 625 chipset. You also do get 5.5-inch Full HD sharp display, which is also great for multimedia lovers. The only downside of this phone is the average camera performance, but overall, considering the price of the phone, you get an amazing all-rounder phone which will never disappoint you when it comes to day-to-day use. Now the second phone in our list is the Lenovo K8. Here the phone comes in 2 different variants of 3GB of RAM and 32GB of internal storage, which is at a price of 12,999, and the top variant comes at a price of 13,999 with 4GB of RAM and 64GB of internal storage. Here the phone comes with dual back camera with combination of 13 megapixel and 5 megapixel sensor with aperture of f1.7 with face detection autofocus along with dual tone LED flash. Here you also get 13 megapixel front camera with aperture of f2.0 with LED flash as well. Here in this phone you get an amazing camera performance which also captures great pictures even in low light conditions thanks to its large aperture. Here you also get dedicated slot for SIM cards and SD card, which is a great thing. The build of the phone is solid, you feel pretty nice in hands. Here you also get Theater Max VR support. The only downside of the phone is its deca-core MediaTek Helios X23 processor, which gets little warm during the heavy usage. But overall a great phone to consider at this price segment. Now at number 1 is the best budget phone by Motorola, that is the Moto G5 Plus. The Moto G5 Plus is an all-rounder phone in terms of performance, camera quality and the design. Also the special edition of Moto G5 Plus, that is the Moto G5 S Plus, has recently launched in India, support with dual camera setup and also support LED flash on both rear and front. So it is your choice to choose phone between Moto G5 Plus or Moto G5 S Plus. Both phones have similar processor with Snapdragon 625 and a similar Android OS, and that too at a very similar price of 15,999. The camera in both the phones are great with manual controls on both rear and front camera that allow you to capture great landscape and amazing selfies. Where the Moto G5 Plus has 5.2-inch Full HD display, whereas Moto G5 S Plus has 5.5-inch Full HD display. Both has got great outdoor visibility. Here you also get Motorola turbocharging in both the phones that allow you to charge the smartphone at a greater speed. And as far as the design is concerned, the Moto G5 Plus comes with unibody metal design, but here the Moto G5 S Plus has an edge over the Moto G5 Plus. So Moto G5 Plus secures number 1 position in terms of camera performance, gaming, design as well as fast charging capability. So overall great phone to consider, both Moto G5 Plus and Moto G5 S Plus. Now guys, these were the best phones of this month and all links for the phone are given in the description below. So thanks for watching guys, hit the like button if you like the video and also smash the subscribe button and press the bell icon to get notified each time for my next video. This is me Divyakant and I'll catch you in the next one. Missing
someone